Booktube, it's Missy, and today I'm doing the A to Z challenge from my actual bookcase. There's no library books included in this list, so let's get started. Atonement by Ian McGowan. I want to read Atonement this year. For the B slot, I will be reading Beautiful Creatures by Cami Garcia and Margaret Stoll. Beautiful Creatures, the letter B. For the letter C book, I am going to be reading, we're going to skip the Curse of the Wendigo by Rick Yancey, and this is book 2 of the Monstermologist series. I can't wait to read it. This is the letter from the letter C. For the letter D, I'm going to be reading, and let's again skip I will be reading The Diviners by Libba Bray for my letter D book. For my letter E, I will be reading Echoes from the Dead, and this is from Johan Therowen. Echoes from the Dead, letter E. For the letter F, I will be reading Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, and that's it, the letter F. For the letter G, let's just cover up the scratch because that's just so ugly. For the letter G, I will be reading Gargoyle by Andrew Davidson. Gargoyle, letter G. For letter H, I will be reading Hollow City by Ransom Riggs. The letter H. For the letter I will be reading Infernals by John Connolly. Infernals, letter I. Right. For my letter J, I did not have a book that actually started with J, so I'm going to be starting with Joe Hill, and I will be reading Horns, letter J. Okay, for the letter K, I'm getting another book haul. I know, I can't wait. I'm so excited, and my husband's just too nice to me. So for my letter K, I don't have a book that starts with K, and the author of the book that I will be reading for this year is from Catherine Odell, and her book is called The Aviary. And you guys will see the pretty book when I get it in the mail. The letter K. Alright, this one's going to start with the last name, the letter L, from Steg Larson, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I can't wait to read this series. I loved the movies. Larson, the letter M. My letter M book, I will be reading Meridian by Amber Kaiser. M, letter M. Right, for my letter N book, I will be reading Night Film by Marisha Pessel. N, letter N. Alright, for my O book, I will be reading The Demon Trapper's Daughter by Jana Oliver. Oh. For my letter P book, I will be reading Possess by Gretchen McNeil. P. Alrighty, for my Q, let's get closer. For my Q, I will be reading Question of Will by Alex Albrink. A Question of Will by Alex Albrink. Cute. For my R book, I will be reading Rebel Spring by Morgan Rhodes. This is the second book in the series, which means in order to get to my R book, I'll have to read the first one, Falling Kingdoms, so I'll be reading both of these this year. For my S book, I will be reading Special Topics in Calamity Physics by Marisha Pessel. This was her debut novel, and I can't wait to read it. So I'll be reading both of her books this year, the letter S. For my T book, I will be reading The 13th Tale by Diane Setterfield. Setterfield? Yep, Setterfield. The letter T. For my U book this year, I will be reading Unhinged by A.G. Howard. This is the second book. I already read Splintered. Unhinged, my second, my U. My V book is going to be Valiant by Holly Black. This is the second book in her Fae series, A Modern Fairy Tale, which means I'll have to read the first one, which is Tithe, but there's my V. V. All right. For my W book, I have Wild Thorn by Jane England. Jane England, Wild Thorn, W. For my X book, I'm cheating a little bit here, but this is 7X by Mike Witch. This is an ARC. He actually sent this to me, so thank you, Mike, for giving me this free ebook. I will be reading it, but it's 7X. For my Y book, I didn't have a Y book, so I'll be reading the third book in the Monstermologist series, which is The Isle of Blood by Rick Yancey. The letter Y. All right, and for the letter Z, I will be reading another ebook, and that is Angels of the Night's Fallon by Valerie. By Valerie Zambito. Valerie Zambito. That was my challenge, A to Z. I hope everybody enjoyed that. That's a lot of books. On top of all of my library books, I have to read all of those ones. Thanks for watching. Bye.